Yo ho! Welcome to my channel. This is Megan, the Colorful Pirate, and today I'm going to be going through all of the pages that I colored in June and July. I had a pretty productive July, which I'm proud of. I colored in quite a few books, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the more serious coloring, I suppose. One of the first things that I colored was in Mystical Cats in Secret Places, a cat lover's coloring book. I did this for Olga Rani's Find and Color. Oh boy, that was really washed out. Is that better? So yeah, the prompt was pillows. So of course there are a lot of cats in that in that gallery. Cats on pillows is quite a theme. I did this with the Castle Art Golds, and to be honest, I was in a bit of a rush, and I'm not super happy with it. I don't hate it. This paper's kind of strange, but I'm not sure if I'm really finished with it. I'm finished with it for now, but I may eventually, I kind of intended to go back in with some glitter, gel pen in places, but pretty happy with that one. I have another whip in this that it's been a forever whip that I really need to get back to. I like this book a lot. There's a pirate page in here that I might try to tackle for my color along I'm doing in July or August and September. August. Posted about it on my Instagram. Second one I did was in Beauty and Horror Animals. Really love this coloring book by Knox Oleander. And I did this Spider Bear, Spider Gerbil, not entirely certain, but I really like how he turned out. I did alcohol marker base, then I believe probably my Castle Art Gold again, and Supervision metallic watercolor on the web, so you get that nice effect. I really like that touch. Some Jelly Roll glaze on his nails, some glitter in the wings of the butterfly. I kind of made it look like a lunar moth, even though it doesn't have the tails. I just thought that would make it stand out really well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this creepy little spider bear. What am I doing with my... The next one I have was for the prompt Flamingo on Olga Rani's Find and Color. And I did this in the Millie Murado's Tropical World mini edition. I didn't mean to buy a mini edition off Book Outlet, but I actually think it's a little bit easier to tackle. So I did this with Inkonic fine liners. I got a little bit of, dropped some water on it at some point, but that's not bad. So I did all the different pinks with the Inkonic, and then a little bit of Tombow for the bigger areas. And then the Supervision, I don't know if they're called chameleon sets. It was like Gift of Whale or something, but got them off AliExpress, so I'm not sure if they're in my last month's haul, I think. But, yeah, I really like how that's turned out. And then I did Neocolor 2 in the background. Could have probably gone with a second coat, but I was happy with it. So these were done in June. Next, I did this one. The prompt was book. So this is the Olga Rani again. This is her Find and Color. This is Cat Doodles, Cuteness Overload. So for the Find and Colors moving forward, I think I'm going to keep it a little bit simpler like I did with this one. And just do something with alcohol markers. This was several sets of markers because I found a color palette on the color catalogs. Sarah Renee Clark. Yeah. Her color catalog, I found a a palette on there, and so I looked through all of my marker sets and I found the closest ones, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. There's nothing shiny on it, but I did a little bit of hints of shading with just the same marker gone over again to give it a little bit of a deeper tone. And I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I could probably go in and do shading with pencils, but for stuff like this on Amazon paper, I think I'm going to spend a little bit more time just doing this kind of cell, man, I can't talk today, cell shading, I guess you would call it, from like animation. Yeah, these cute little cats. Then another prompt in Be Grateful in Color by Angela Porter. The prompt was Cactus, and I did this one. Zoom in a little bit. Whoa, it's kind of a lot. Yeah, so I did this at the end of June. A little bit of sparkly gel pens and a little bit of supervision, but I was covering the lines, and I have a hard time putting the lines back in. Seems like the ink just sinks beneath the metallic. And then the colored pencils for shading might have been Black Widow. Probably Castle Arts, so I don't think I got all my Black Widows yet at that point. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the different shades of green, the different shading that I did. And yeah, I'm not much of a cactus girl, but I really like how this turned out. And that's what I love about her challenge, is finding pictures I wouldn't necessarily have colored. Wouldn't have been on my top of my list though. And then here, zoom it back out, focus. Lost Ocean, I've been having this urge to do one of the really detailed pictures with my Iconic fine liners and see how that turned out. And so I did this page here. This is something I did a long time ago with my Lyra Rembrandts. And so I wanted to kind of have a 2-page spread, so I just went, these colors are kind of weird. It's a bit more vibrant than it's showing up on the camera. What happens if I do that? So, Iconic fine liners for all the little bits, and then the shiny was the Tan Mint glitter gel pens. So the fish are kind of dull, but they sparkle. Nothing too crazy, but I like the way it looks when it's finished. This is a nice kind of mindless, listen to a podcast and just keep my hands busy picture. And I also did this mandala in 50 Stylish Mandalas by Camellia Angelkova. I believe that I also looked up a color palette for this one. And it's alright. It's not my favorite. Then I look at it again. I don't mind it so much. It's interesting. This kind of browny orange is different. And this is all Sharpies, I believe. Oh yeah, I looked in a color palette in one of those color palette books that I got for that one. Then in July, I did a buddy color with Elm Colors, and she had, in her coloring plan video, said she was doing the moose page in this book, which I have also always been attracted to. I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. I've been to Yellowstone quite a bit. So I also really liked this picture. And I'm happy with how this turned out. I think I was going a little crazy with the geyser. I looked up a picture, and with the sun hitting it, it changed the colors to all these purples and and yellows, and as I was working on this, I thought I'd really messed it up doing that. But in the end, I think it turned out pretty cool. I put some folk art glitterific fine in it to make it sparkle. I used some Calero Fine Tech for the sun. And then, yeah, I based it in alcohol marker. And then I colored it with Black Widows. And I'm really enjoying the Black Widows. I have the full set now. And I've been using them a lot. They have such nice, unique colors. I just love how that sparkles. Yeah, so a nice sunrise scene with the moose. And I will put up Elm Colors version here. I really like how she put so much detail in the grass and in the fur. I don't have nearly the patience to do that. But I still like how I managed to get some fur strokes in mine. Yeah, thank you for doing that with me, Elm Colors. I hope we can do another Buddy Color sometime soon. I love this book. There's a lot of really beautiful images in here. Sorry, that's Nature Schatzi, Nature Sheets, German word. The picture I did was by Ursula Schwab. There's a couple other artists in this book. I just finished this one today. Festive Mexican Talavera Designs. This was also a Buddy Color. So I'll show you mine first. This is by Marjorie Sarnett. And I did this. Coyote Howling at the Moon. I really like how this turned out. I had the base, like we agreed to do this I think a couple months ago. And she finished hers very quick, enabling colorist. And I got the base colors down and then just was, for like the coyote, I had no idea what to do with the rest of it. But then last night, I don't know, I just had the inspiration, just said keep it simple, use the same colors. So I based him in Big Intensity with the first fold out in the marker set. I just kept it to those kind of pastel tones. And then I did the black from the Big Intensity, and I don't know, you're probably not going to be able to see it, but this is the first time I've ever seen a little bit of yellowing. It's really faint, but that's really strange. I haven't noticed that in anything else. So, anyway, it didn't go on this picture, so we're good there. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. I use silver glitterific fine from Folk Art. I use the Fine Tech. Is it Fine Tech? Yeah, that's the Supervision watercolor. And then yeah, the glitterific for inside the dark side of the moon. I used some different gel pens around the stars. Give them white Posca around the coyote. I shaded it with Black Widows and did glitter gel pen Sakura Glaze for the black dots. Yeah, I really like how this turned out. Thank you so much for doing that. I put up enabling colorist version here. I really loved like the neon brightness of it, and I'm really happy that you did that with me. I think it was both of our first time coloring in this book, and we're talking about maybe trying to find some pirates picture that we have in common for my upcoming coloring along. And then I did a page in this. This is a new coloring book to me, Fantasy Realm by Yana Prosperina. And I did this for Elm Colors. Yana in July. And then also, it was also a find in color for the book prompt. So I did this one with the sea dragon and the mermaid. She's checking out a book on fairies. Use your fish voice. This is just adorable. Just an absolutely adorable little picture. Gotta try to get this to stop jumping around. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I loved all the little books. I don't think I've done anything with such an involved background really either, but it was a lot of fun. I again based it in alcohol markers, all the Ohuhu pastel set. And then I just went over with Black Widows, and I used some of my Durant blending pen to kind of smooth out the dragon. And I put a little bit of like gold in his spectacles and some Jelly Roll glaze in clear. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that one turned out too. So now we're going to move into the color by number that I did this month. It's a bit of a high anxiety month in some ways, but I also found a podcast I really like listening to. And then last week, my cat of 15 years, Blackbeard, he died rather suddenly in the morning. And so I've been trying to just, you know, zone out and color and not think about it too much, but I'm gonna miss him. He was a good cat. But anyway, we'll start with, yeah, sure. My son just gave me a thumbs up. It's his new thing. Yeah, you wanna say hi? Say hi. You give me, who are we saying hi to, Mom? Okay, so George T. Fex's Around the World. Oh, that's a whip. The one I finished is Scotland picture. And I did this with all Bic Intensity for the most part. I think all Bic Intensity, really. Yeah, I really like how it turned out. Oh, really? What? Yeah, I'm busy. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, beautiful picture. As always, his stuff turns out great. I love the full 36 set of Bic Intensity because I found all the shades I needed in that. And just really beautiful. The castle. I want to visit a castle someday. Yeah, baby, I'm almost done. I finished another one in Stained Glass Color by Number by David Rudroff. This was a whip that I had for a while. I just done like the little berries or whatever this is. Whatever kind of plant this is supposed to be. Really love how these turn out too. Nice and colorful. I use a combination of different alcohol markers on that. Yep. Color by Color Summer. Did this one. Really like how that one turned out. I used Tau Trees in these. This fruit page. So I'll probably do quite a few of these during the summer. I like kind of being seasonal in that way. Then I'm saving the mystery color by numbers for the very end, so don't worry about that if you don't want to see that kind of stuff. I don't know, I got pretty into these cheapo Dollar Tree kickback and color by number things. I did this one. Yeah, that is kind of distracting, isn't it? Well, that's not much better, is it? Well. It's a little bit better. Okay. So yeah, just probably Tau Trees, really quick, really easy color. This one, not much to say. This one was pretty involved in a lot of different colors. So yeah, when you just need some stress relief, these kind of things are great. I did this one. It's toucan. Kind of funny. And I like how I thought about leaving a white line so that the wings don't just become a black mass. But yeah, this one's fun. I did this one last time. They're really cute. That's a Kickback and Color Animals. did one in Kickback and Color Patterns. It's this kind of fall leaf thing going on. Again, just Towtrees. And then these are new to me books that I got from Book Outlet. I've noticed a few colorists got the same books this month. So yeah, if you don't want to see what these pictures are, go ahead and leave. Thank you very much. See you next time. But so in Amazing Animals, I did a couple. Let's see, I did this hummingbird kind of folkloric bead print. I'm not sure. My black was starting to fade. Towtrees. Yeah, I think it's all Towtrees. And then I did this peacock, which I really like. I was worried it was going to be the fish from the other bigger version, but no, it's a peacock. So I like these kind of triangular ones, and they remind me of early video game type stuff. So yeah, that one was fun. I used a lot of different ones, but I think my Bianyo markers, I had said the Bianyo pastel set, it was cheap. They seem kind of dry, but it's actually working out well because in these tiny little spaces, it doesn't just juice all over the place. And I'm still getting pretty good color out of them regardless, so they have a really nice fine tip that, yeah, that doesn't just bleed all over the place, so they're perfect for this kind of stuff. And the last one I did was in Amazing Art by Color Request, and I just did the first one, Girl with the Pearl Earring. And I did this with alcohol marker, and then the Deco Folk Art Deco, this is Deco, the matte black, painted around it, and then I went through with the Posca pen, the black Posca, and I didn't realize that was like glossy. I don't know, it looks a little bit different if you're up close, but who cares? It's color by number. I really like that. I can't wait to see how the rest of these turn out. So, yeah. That was everything I colored in June and July. And I will be hosting the hashtag August Color Along 2020 on Instagram and here on YouTube. You can color anything pirate related, pirate adjacent. So mermaids, treasure chests, all that kind of stuff. Pirates, of course. Big wooden ships, piles of gold. And we'll be doing it in August because of August is International Pirate Month. And then in September, there is Talk Like a Pirate Day on the 19th. So it's going to be August through September, anything pirate related. Tag me in it. Hashtag August. Color Along 22. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.